Hello and welcome. I'm Ryan Counts, and this is a little thing I like to call Ryan Counts' Science Show. Today, we will be talking about Sir Isaac Newton and his three laws of motion. Now, it turns out that Sir Isaac Newton didn't invent Newton's. Instead, three laws of motion that we use today. Let's get into the first law. The first law of motion is Newton's law of inertia. This law says that an object in motion will tend to stay in motion, while an object at rest will tend to stay at rest. To demonstrate this, I'm going to ride this old, very creaky, and breakable skateboard, and hope I don't die. Now first, while I'm at rest, I will tend to stay at rest until an unbalanced force is acted upon it, like this, until another unbalanced force will stop it while it's in motion, which is the friction of the ground. And we can keep doing this again and again for however long we feel like. Now that I've demonstrated the first law without injuring myself, let's move on to the second law. Now Newton's second law is the law of motion, which states that the acceleration and speed of an object is dependent by the net force acting on the object and the mass of an object. Now, I'm going to first pull this wheelbarrow while it is empty. The mass is very light and my net force is also light. Now, see how I have more difficulty pulling this now that has more mass in it? Now, see how this significantly stronger fellow has no trouble pulling the heavier mass of this wheelbarrow. Now that we're finished with that, let's move on to our very last law. Now, Newton's third law is the law of reciprocal action, which is states, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Now, to show off this law, I'm going to do something I hardly ever do on my own time. Work out. Now next, we gotta go over. What? What do you mean I only had to do one push-up? Now that I know that you only have to do one push-up to demonstrate this, let me explain. Whenever you push on the ground will push back at you with an equal force. So, it's just, as law states, equal and opposite reaction. Let me show you. See, watch this. Whenever I pushed off the ground pushed back at me. So, that is the state of Newton's third law. And that is all three laws of Newton. I need water. And that's our show. Thank you for watching Ryan Counts' Science Show. Come back next week to watch our next show. Or don't. I really don't care either